that which he desired would ultimately consume him.
Ares! God of war! Destroy my enemies! And my life is yours!
That desperate call for aid would come to haunt Kratos for all his days.
Do you feel the rage that drives your blade? That is my doing. All your strength comes from me!
By the gods, what have I become?
The journey forward is perilous.
The Oracle spoke of Pandora's box.
The box is hidden well, far across the desert of lost souls.
And with such a weapon, I could defeat Ares.
With the box, many things become possible.
I will find Pandora's box. And I will use it to see him fall before me. Tell the god of...
Athens must now risk an eternity of torment to change his fate.
Your soul will never find peace for what you have become.
I am what the gods have made me!
Stepping forth, pure His footsteps could never follow. If you want to live tomorrow, steal a soul for a second chance.
Devil May Cry.
I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss, why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
You're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice.
I'm not a hired killer.
I'm not your boss anymore.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life. By your own hand. One must die, and one must live. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle.
Snake, is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in other people's lives.
You were interested in the boss. What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
And your lover?
It went deeper than that. Half of me belongs to the boss.
Do you love her?
No, nothing like that.
Do you hate her?
Does it have to be one or the other? Love or hate?
Between a man and a woman? You bet.
For 10 years, we lived and died together. You couldn't possibly understand.
And you think you can kill her now? That's your mission, isn't it? Assassinating the boss.
The world was once one. We will heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength. An unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world. That trump card was to be the Shagohod and the Cobra unit.
Long ago, after the hordes of Outworld were defeated in mortal combat, Shang Tsung hungered for revenge through the conquest of Earthrealm. To stop him, Raiden, the Thunder God, summoned his most trusted Shaolin monks. Liu Kang, the champion of Earthrealm, and Kung Lao, a warrior in search of honor. Foreseeing the coming threat, the Thunder God told his warriors of the dangers they would soon face. To prepare for their adventure, Liu Kang and Kung Lao sharpened their skills through the test of traditional combat.
These Outworld abominations are poison to our world. You must send them back to where they came from.
By combining forces, they are able to protect Earthrealm from the treachery of Shang Tsung and the invading Tarkatans. The Shaolin monks journey forth into Outworld, searching for the insurgents determined to conquer Earthrealm. Summoning their talents and combining their impressive skills, they confront the evil lords of Outworld. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Coming fall 2005. This title not yet rated.
Fatality.
When we started Shaolin Monks, one of the big ideas we had was co-op mode. 2 players working together. Nobody's ever really done a co-op game that's had all this functionality of the platform abilities, double jump, the aerial combat. So that's been a huge feature for us. We wanted to give the players as much motivation as possible to want to play our co-op.
One of the most unique features about the game is this co-op gameplay. That coupled with a very, very new and unique fighting system is really opens the door to the most elaborate kind of fighting schemes that I've ever seen in an action-adventure game. You can go through the game as a single player, as Liu Kang or Kung Lao, and you can go through the game as Liu Kang and Kung Lao. And one of the more exciting things is the way that they work in tandem. You can actually have the 2 players link together to do this crazy kind of destructive move.
In our game, of course, because it's Mortal Kombat, we have juggles and aerial combat. So one player can throw them in the air, the other can grab them, juggle them some more. They can actually play catch back and forth. It's one of the things we just love to do. Every time I see somebody else pick up the game, they find some other combo we can do with the 2-player, because they both have full access to their multi-directional combat system that links seamlessly together with each other.
Some of the backgrounds are not accessible in just the single-player game, which we're really excited about. So there's some secrets that you have to be playing 2 players in order to do that.
There are areas that you can only access because you need another player working with you to unlock a door, to access an area. That will give you access to other things in the game, like versus maps or versus playable characters. So one of the huge motivation for the player to want to play co-op mode.
Those are the kind of hidden features that we're really excited to see how many people will find all of them, because they're only available for 2 players.
We've seen people play it, and some people happen to be a little bit better at one thing than the other, so this person does the platforming aspect while that person's fighting. It allows you to work together and use your skills to your advantage.
In addition to Liu Kang and Kung Lao, you can also unlock Sub-Zero as a playable character in the adventure game, as well as other characters that we're not really at liberty to say at this moment.
Six years have passed since that horrendous incident. It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter that she was abducted. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission? President's order to rescue you.
What? My father?
On the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Time is almost up. Take out anything that might interfere with our plans.
¡Maldito sea! ¡Mierda! Resident Evil 4.
Clover.
I'll search for their base from here. Are you listening?
Elvis, find out if this human truly is the Godhead. You're the boss.
That arm is the Godhead, right?
Only thing I'm giving up is an ass kicking.
You just don't understand women. So you're gonna trade me, huh?
I bet you're not really popular in hell.
Such a sexy man. Just my type.
You're all a bunch of freaking idiots.
The slaves got it easy.
Get away from me, fatty!
humankind.
Thank my fans for coming out today. Why did you sell your soul to the demons?
The God hand sent, didn't he?